Well, good morning. Welcome to Coffee with Job on Tuesday. I remember being at, I think it was Tynecastle, coming out, Hearts versus Hibs game. And, there's not normally antagonism, there's a lot of banter. But I remember us walking along this big, huge crowd. I was with some of my mother's family are Hearts fanatics. And I just remember the police coming with horses and just amazed at the power of those horses. Well, that's what today's passage is about. Job 39, verse 19. Do you give the horse its strength or clothe its neck with a flowing mane? Do you make it leap like a locust, striking terror with its proud snorting? It pours fiercely, rejoicing in its strength, and charges into the fray. It laughs at fear, afraid of nothing. It does not shy away from the sword. The quiver rattles against its side along with the flashing spear and lance. In frenzied excitement it eats up the ground. It cannot stand still when the trumpet sounds. At the blast of the trumpet it snorts, aha! It catches the scent of battle from afar, the shout of commanders and the battle cry. Well, this is the warhorse. I was thinking there are various clips of this, but think of the movie Braveheart, when the English had this enormous advantage because of these massive horses. And here, it's this idea of the horse being having strength and courage and being clothed with majesty. How can it laugh at fear? How can it be so brave? There's a couple of clips I wanted to show you. I'll see if I'm allowed to by YouTube to show you this clip from Lord of the Rings. If not, then I'll just say what it is. It's the bit where the Dark Riders first come across the hobbits, and just the sense of terror is palpable. And I think that's what this is trying to get across. Well, let's see if we can have a look at it.
What's that?
Well, if we're able to see that kind of indicates it. But let me also say this. Have a look at the charge of the Rohirrim in the last, the Return of the King. It's just one of the most amazing scenes, because in the history of cinema, and it again shows this. It shows the warhorse as being the kind of nuclear weapon of the ancient world. The mane here speaks of the flowing, the power in the hair, the power in its mane. And verse 20, this image of striking terror with its proud snorting. Again, that's what comes across in The Lord of the Rings. It's majestic, that's what he's saying. But then he says, but it's God who's given him his power. Now this creature is a threat to Job. This horse is a threat to Job. Perhaps he remembers the Chaldeans and the Sabaeans. Perhaps they came on horses or camels and attacked and destroyed his property. Job can't overcome this war horse. That's what God is saying. And I think that the message here is a very different one for us. We look at the creation and it reflects God in different ways. And this warhorse, this idea of something powerful and terror. Isn't it interesting how often we fear the creation but not the creator? And the idea of the fear of God, it's such a strange one, even to so many Christians today. And yet we should stand in awe of God and we should be in fear. Psalm 104, O Lord my God, you are very great. You are clothed with splendor and majesty. I think we've reduced the fear of God in terms of language in the same way the word awesome. Oh man, that was awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. And I think we've lost the sense of its meaning. And I think this picture of this terrifically strong and powerful creation, this creature, gives us just a small insight into the glory and power of God. It's the beginning of wisdom to fear God. Interesting, yesterday I said that, we were obsessed with different things in the news, and I think that we fear the bushfires here, or climate change, or COVID, or war in Ukraine. It's all stuff we fear. But really, when we fear God in the sense of reverence and stand in awe of Him, we need fear none of these things. God bless you, and see you tomorrow. Bye.